Man, I cannot believe it, but we actually have a new match type in AEW Fight Forever. Yeah, I know it's insane. Well, not really. Have they listened to us? Is this why we have this new match type? Not really. Is the DLC too crazy? Not really, but I gotta be honest, this season 4 and the Samoa Joe and everything else we're gonna get, which we're gonna take a look at everything in detail, so don't worry about that. I just wanna say that this might be like the best season, and we're talking about AEW Fight Forever, DLC season, so obviously the bar is in a certain place. But this might be the most fun or the best one I've seen so far. The first thing about this new season is we also have, just like the last one, some community created wrestlers. The last ones, I don't remember who created them, but I love this one. Well, not really. I just like the people in here. I think they're all cool. Like Macho T is awesome. I'm sure you've seen Pulse. I've been watching these guys like Tony Pizza Guy. 2011 is probably when I started watching Tony Pizza Guy. 2011. Even this is nicer than the last DLC, for example. And here we have the season pass trailer, so let's go ahead and see what basically everything we're gonna get in this DLC, starting with Samoa Joe. Adam Copeland right there. And let's see if we can get a clear face shot. But I think it looks good. I love the choice for his gear. I think it's unique, it's cool looking. And his hair and his beard, everything looks pretty darn good. And then we have Jay White, which who also looks very good. Yeah, I dig this, man. I dig this. It's pretty cool, right? This is all 3 wrestlers we're gonna get, as you know, in Season Pass, so we don't get too many wrestlers. What do you think? Do you think these 3 names are good? Well, I can say for Jay White, he's like, I always download him each year in WWE games because his moveset is so much fun to play with, like the freaking Switchblade finisher. I love doing it. Edge, let's continue on the trailer. He has something exciting for us. We have 2 arenas. This feels straight out of WWE 2K20 and the whole expansion or the DLC pack. I'm sure you guys remember. It was like all supernatural stuff, which obviously people don't like this because a lot of people want, say, a new Dynamite arena with the new looks, or a different type of Dynamite arena, or a new pay-per-view arena instead of going fantasy with these. Look, I love the beach arena, and look, again, being completely honest, I love this Japan arena too. It's unique, it's cool, but at the end of the day, this is a wrestling game. It's the same argument that people bring up for the mini games in AEW Fight Forever. Like, this is a wrestling game. Make sure to perfect the wrestling part first, and then we can focus on the fun mini game stuff, right? Same with these ones. I don't hate these, not at all. It's just I do agree with people saying like we should have more up-to-date arenas. And this is the cool thing right here. Let's see. 30 new moves, it says, which I believe, 3 new wrestlers. All of them have very unique maneuvers. Boom, brainbuster. And a new spear animation, which I love because I didn't like the one that Christian does, for example. So the spear animation we're going to get with Edge, it looks way cooler. Do we get a new referee? Nope. Same too. Boom. Oh, you got the freaking moon like over there. That's interesting. Now this is the worst thing. Like, this is undoubtedly, I don't want to be negative in this video, but I'm gonna be negative for this part. Over 50 new custom attires, and this is what we can look forward to. Not a up-to-date Malachi black attire, not a different colored Edge attire. No, this is our new custom attire. Like, what is this? This looks like a glitch, right? This looks like the textures got glitched up. Or the textures are missing. And I mean, look at what Samoa Joe's wearing right there. This should not be advertised. In fact, I don't think you should hide this. You should hide this. That's what you should do with this. Like, what is going on? You know what I mean? This is definitely 100% the most disappointing thing. The most wild thing to me is that, what is this? 10 new music tracks. Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. The jukebox in this game, I think one of the highlights. Unbeatable. Like, it has so many cool music, an endless amount of it too. Jukebox I have no problems with, almost. But yeah, Stadium Stampede expansion, a mode that nobody plays. The fact that they still put these in trailers is kind of wild to me. But we get a bit of a sneak peek to the education animation. See, it would have been cool if we got a different attire for Bryan Danielson, where he had longer hair. Different entrance attire, different, trunks. That would have been sweet. But no. There you go. You got the Switchblade animation done to Rosa. Something, a frame we'll never ever see in a WWE show or WWE video game trailer. Bam. And this is the match stop right here. This is what it's all about. Obviously, it's just one match type and it's not something that people were immediately asking for, but this is one of my favorite match types to do in the WWE 2K games anyways. And with the King and Queen of the Ring coming up, maybe, you know, if you're in the mood for that, you can go ahead and play this match type. It looks pretty nice. I think every wrestling game needs a tournament mode like this. In fact, if you could do like more than 8 people, 16 people, 32 people tournaments, I think that would be pretty sweet as well. Yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like I said, this is good, but they didn't do this because they wanted to please us or anything like that, or they heard anything that we said. All of this, including the wrestlers that we're getting for each DLC, the arenas, everything was pre-planned even before the game was released. And they have a route and they're sticking to that. So, you know, don't waste your time trying to tell them, I want this in the game. Don't waste your time trying to give feedback. And if you still want to play this and if you're still hopeful about it, you know, check out what they're going to do in the next season, which this might be the last season, by the way. But other than that, you know, they're not listening to you right now. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not going to give my opinion on that in this video. Just know it. Oh, just know it. It's a fact. Like, even if they are listening to you technically, it's just never going to affect the DLCs that are coming out for this game. Yeah, until the second one drops, which I don't know if they will do that. But yeah, the only way AEW Fight Forever can be saved is by AEW Fight Forever 2. You got to discard this one. It's too late. It's too late to put in Jay White here, Samoa Joe here, because Samoa Joe has been in the company ever since 2022. You know? A lot of people also have the viewpoint of, like, this is supposed to be in the game on release anyways. All these wrestlers, plus all the modes, all the arenas, all this should be in the game. But no, you got to pay separately $20 for these. It is the most blatant case of nickeling and diming your consumer base, which doesn't exist, by the way. So I don't even know what they're trying to do here. But this whole game, the way it was handled is botched, man. It really is. And it still has potential. Like Cyberpunk. You all know Cyberpunk. It was catastrophic. But they somehow, you know, by patching it all the time, and it was for free, by the way. Only thing you had to pay for when it came to Cyberpunk was the expansion pack. Other than that, you bought the game once and every single update, and they were really substantial too. All of those were free, and they're not doing it with this one. Yet, there is still a potential for this game to get up there, but I think it's like 1% at this point, you know. Minus one, not minus, but we have 1.000. You get what I mean. It's just really low. All right, now I'm just gonna watch these real quick. Just watch these through. I'm not even gonna stop these just to see all the other things we can get. But this is, you know, obviously the Stadium Stampede upgrade. Okay, you know what I mean. It's just like whatever they do here it's never gonna work out because fundamentally we don't have any players. 5 new music tracks here. Like, look at these, you know what I mean? These alternate tires, they really should not advertise these. Really should. They just make themselves look bad. And the final trailer we're going to take a look at today is Samoa Joe right here. We're not going to see the same thing, obviously. Here we go. I mean, we got the Shrine Arena. We'll get to see a lot more of Joe here and his moveset. And the crazy things he does. This is cool. That's the coolest part of the trailer for sure. Got the Muscle Buster there. Again, Stadium Stampede, as if anyone's playing this. And a couple of new attires. And there you go. This was basically the first trailer we got. And it confirmed, let's just say, there you go, Switchblade. That is what we're getting for AEW Fight Forever now. And you know my opinion. It's cool. It's actually nice. But it's a little too late. And it's also very expensive, I think. But what do you think? Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think they're just wasting their time and effort? Or are you more positive? Well, let me know down in the comments. That being said, check out even more, even more wrestling videos.